I have to constantly remind myself that I spent thousands of hours doing webinars. I spent tens of thousands of hours creating those webinars. I spent countless thousand hours thinking about webinars, sleeping and dreaming about webinars. How do I distill 20,000 plus hours and the total sum of my knowledge into something that you can immediately put into action and have a bottom line impact the first time that you use it? Well, here's how. We are just going to break down the formula, make it systematic, and then we remove any uncertainty or any doubt. It's kind of one of those things. Follow the formula, get the result, right? Would you like to look at and explore the ins and outs of each of these steps as we go through here? Of course. All right, what do we got left? We talked about the introduction, starting with impact. Talked about content, creating an actual behavior change. Transition, putting people in the most receptive situation to say yes if it serves them. What do we got left? The close, the pitch, right? This is step number 4. Now, when it comes to a webinar, the close section is the least important part that you need to master. Now, I know this is the exact opposite of what everybody thinks and what everybody says and what everybody teaches, but I have $100 million in sales over the last few years that run that counter. When it comes to a webinar, the close section is the least important part. The least important part to your success and the least important part for you to have to master. Why? Why? Because a better introduction will naturally lead to a better close, simply because you're putting them in a state of mind from the very beginning to be most receptive to your offer. Content, in the content section that creates transformational emotional states, will elevate the consciousness of your audience, empowering them to make the decisions that are best for them, which may include investing in themselves with what you have to offer. And a transition that positions your offer to be a gift from the heavens, the perfect thing to help empower them to achieve what they deeply desire, makes them beg to see your offer. And then the close, my friend, is mostly just a matter of technique. Would you like to see the technique? It looks like this. We present the main part of the offer, we reveal the price, we ask for the order, we stack the bonuses, we reverse the risk with guarantee, we cover through the objections, and we sprinkle scarcity throughout to help them compel and make a decision right here, right now. That's it. Let's break down each part. Offer. Here's the thing to remember. You buy the drill for the hole. You don't buy the drill for the drill. You buy the drill for the hole. What they get are features, not benefits, not solutions, not outcomes. And features don't sell. Now, people need to know the features. They need to know what they get to justify their investment, but it's the least important part of the close. And as such, we go through it as quickly as we possibly can. So whatever you're offering on your webinar, here's what you do. Product name and tagline, 1-sentence benefit statement, highlight 2 to 4 major components. That's it. Let me give you some examples. So for example, with Genius Webinars, the tagline, product name is Genius Webinars, right? Tagline is Secrets of $100 Million in Webinar Sales. What's the benefit statement? Once I reveal Genius Webinars, first thing I do is here's the tagline, and then I say this: a step-by-step approach for crafting webinars that outsell your competition, provide more value to your customers, and are easier, quicker, and more enjoyable to create than you thought even possible. So literally introducing this offer goes offer name, tagline, 1-sentence benefit segment. You with me so far? There's not a lot to this here. It goes by pretty quickly. And then we would highlight the major components that make up that core offer. Here's the process. Headline, 3 benefits, proof to validate it, future pace, what life's going to be like once they have their hands on it. So let me give you an example. When we offered the Genius Webinar training, it was a 2-day in-person training. There's your headline. Here's your benefits. Benefit number 1, a full sense experience of how to do webinars. Benefit number 2, session structures to turn ideas into implementation almost in real time. Benefit number 3, surrounding yourself by the best of the best, right? That's it. 1 slide to break down that component of the offer. Headline, 3 benefits. The next slide was the proof element. So I could play like this testimonial video from Russell Brunson, co-founder of ClickFunnels, and show them, hey, my name is Russell Brunson. I wanted to make a real quick video of my friends and mentors, Jason Fladlien, and go on and say, wow, I want to learn from this guy because other people who are important, successful, have learned from this guy. And then lastly, future pace. Upon completion, anytime a great opportunity presents itself where you know a webinar is just the thing for it, you leap into action with a newfound sense of confidence, knowing full well your promotions have more oomph, more value, and more impact on your bottom line and the world around you. That's the first core component of the offer. Literally, it's headline, 3 benefits, proof element, future pace. 3 slides. So if you have 3 core components of your offer, you have 9 total slides. How long should it take you to go through these? 3 minutes or less. Now this is the thing that everybody does wrong. You do this one thing differently and you will crush them all because they'll spend 55 minutes explaining every little thing you get. It's not important. Just a couple things. Then you repeat this for each component. So 2 components, you have 2 sets of headline, benefit, proof element, future page. Do that twice. If you have 3 components, you do it 3 times. Our goal is 3 minutes or less, maybe 5 minutes if you have a really enticing kind of thing going on here. That's the offer. After you show them what they get, now you have to show them what the price is to get it. Now here's the thing to understand about price. Money on its own is virtually useless. You could burn it for heat or you could maybe wear it if you're cold, right? But money is more about what you can get in exchange. That's what matters. In other words, the more obvious you make it that there's a massive value for minimum price, the more money you'll make, period. So here's a sweet spot, making them feel like they're taking advantage of you, making them feel almost bad because they feel like they're getting such a better deal. They're getting the better end of the deal than you, making them feel like they're taking advantage because of how much value they feel they're getting versus what they're paying. So the specific technique on how we do this is this, okay? First thing you do is you link your offer to an absurd price. I say webinars have generated for me in 1 session over $10 million in sales. So now we've linked the value of the offer to $10 million. Then we drop it. We say in the right hands, people like John Carter's, it's worth $1 million or more. Then we drop it again. This type of cutting edge strategy, many entrepreneurs and thought leaders spend $100,000 just to get access to. So I went from $10 million to $1 million to $100,000. Drop it one more time. Recently, we had a sold-out room of people all around the world who put in $4,995 to learn these webinar secrets step by step and then reveal the actual investment. However, if you act fast enough, you can get in at a special one-time investment of whatever it is when you go to example.com, whatever your URL is that they can go to sign up. That's how you do price. Price is always relative. You link it to things of similar nature that are higher, actually established value, drop it again, drop it one more time, then reveal the actual one, first call to action. When you start selling in the close section, you should not be longer than 5 minutes out before you make them the first opportunity where they can go to sign up. Now, most people don't do that. They wait 30 minutes or 40 minutes or 50 minutes, but you can't torture somebody into buying. We want them to know right away. Linking price, so this is the core components, linking price to features. Because we're about to do something that is so powerful that's going to tip the deck in your favor of communication of them understanding what you truly have for them. But this is important to understand. We've gotten our first call to action in super duper quickly, so now we can go back and immediately stack value. We reveal price, and then we go back to add value. That's why after we have our offer and price, the next thing we do is we move to bonuses. Bonuses are more important than the offer itself when it comes to conversion on webinars. So here's the price to bonus transition. Best of all, by signing up right away, you're going to get your hands on some extra special bonuses when you go to example.com. So we reveal the price and we immediately go back to value. Here's the bonus presentation formula. Headline, benefits, proof, future pace. Look familiar? It's the exact same thing that we do with the core components of the offer, but with one little extra thing. We just have to connect the bonus to the core offer. This is why we're including this as a bonus. We have to have just that little bit of context to bridge the gap. Now, we'll spend a little bit more time on each bonus than we would on a core component, but the thing is, it doesn't matter because the bonuses are infinitely more valuable to somebody to get them to say yes. So let me give you an example to make this really clear for you. The ultimate webinar funnels, bonus number 1. So when you sign up and say yes today to Genius Webinars, the first bonus you're going to get your hands on is the ultimate webinar funnel. Webinar success is more important than just the presentation. It's the registration page, the thank you page, the order page, and the replay page. When used right, you can double or even triple your webinar profits. Would you like me to give you the best fill-in-the-blank funnel I've ever used? Over $100 million in sales. That's the context portion. That's the only thing that we have to precede this bonus, and then it's 3 benefits, it's the future pace, it's a proof element if you have it. You don't even necessarily have to use proof at this point. insight. Is it likely you'll spend more time going over the bonuses than you did going over the core offer? Yes, by design. That is the difference between exceptional webinars and webinars. And then all you have to do is go through the guarantee, handle the objections, and make sure scarcity is obvious there, because people need a reason to say yes immediately.